Hey there, friends. Hey there, and welcome to another PigCast. We're here on a beautiful Wednesday, November the 1st, the day after Halloween. It's always a dangerous day after Halloween, especially because of festivities and different sort of environments that you would partake in. Ones that give you hangovers. I have a friend of mine that is funny because every his birthday happens to fall near Halloween, and he's been arrested multiple times, and it's always October 30th, October 31st, November the 1st. So it's always around the time of his birthday that he decides to get arrested. No audio on my side. I'm not kidding. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I see the audio. And you're a liar. Although it did just freeze on me. So this is going to be a pretty shitty show. I'm letting you guys know right now that this is going to be pretty shitty. Just because I'm a little bit hungover. Your boy partook in way too many shots. And the problem with shots is that, it puts a lot of liquor in you really quickly. And it makes you feel good for a little while. And then the next day, you feel the brunt of it. I'm treating myself to the Colombian means of getting over a hangover, which is drinking. So in this case, I've made myself a beer mosa. This is with Aldi, the restaurant. Aldi's a supermarket. They sell their knockoff beer, and this is knockoff Corona. And what I've made is a beer mosa. So this has some mixed berry syrup and some OJ. It's actually quite good. I recommend it. If you really want to make it, I strongly suggest getting a raspberry syrup, a low-calorie raspberry syrup, and you're going to have probably the best time of your life. Although I'm treating myself to the Colombian method of treating a hangover. I don't have a headache. I'm just slow. I'm lethargic. I don't feel like myself today. We have an action-packed episode. That's the worst part. We're going to go through so much fun stuff that it's a shame that I'm hungover and your gracious host is ruining it. My costume, however, was this. This was my costume, and it's attached with a magnet. This was the hit of the party. I say that because everybody else has lame costumes. They're trying to either show off their physique. There were a couple guys there that they clearly work out. And you're going to be an Egyptian god. All right, I get it, buddy. You do sit-ups. All right, you're going to have basic costumes all around. Nobody puts any attention or creativity. Look at this. This is creative. Push button. And then people were poking me all day because I made a little button here. And I kept going, wait. And doing the street sign bit. So this is my costume. It's great. I would say not low effort, but low effort, but high thought. You're getting a lot of good response from what is a very little effort put for a costume. It's just a magnet that attaches to your shit. And look at that. People are like, "Hey, what are you?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm a push. You could press me, and you'll see." And then they push me, and they go, "Wait," or I go, "Wait." And they immediately know what it is because everybody has gone through this. So this is quite a good one. I hate the costumes like Jim from The Office, that they're kind of ironic. Oh, I'm 3-punch hole Jim. Shut up. Oh, I'm Facebook. You get it? No, you're an asshole. You're trying to be pretend like you're not a model and you're an actor. That's not the way things work. This is clever. It's clever. That's the word. So if you're ever in a pinch, just go to Dollar Tree and buy a shitty, I guess this is a board for notes and some permanent markers, and you're going to have yourself a costume. Let's look at the comments. Let's look at the comments here and see what people have to say. I'm also going to go through the voicemails as well. People have left some voicemails. You can look at the link in the description section below if you want to leave a voicemail. And we could, we could chat it up. Try your best not to say the N-word. Usually I wouldn't have a rule in regards to that. However, because I'm on YouTube, that's a problem. So please try your best not to say the N-word. Karsten says, how's it hanging? It's hanging better than I thought. I got to the point where I'm having hangovers during the drinking, which is the worst because I have a headache during the drinking process. That's not the way it's supposed to work. But I've managed to find a little system where now I drink a little and I enjoy myself. Yesterday, I had a great time. I had a little bit of a party on Halloween. It's always great to go to a party at 33 years old. And it's just a good time. Throw yourself in a pool. You just enjoy the company of others. That's kind of the best thing. But what got me kind of upset was just the costumes around. People were just being very basic. Oh, what are you? You're a sexy nurse. Okay. Wow. Where's the thought process there? So let's go through this here too as well. All Saints Day. All Saints Day. Like the store that sells $70 t-shirts. Be better.
Be better. Be better. Be better.
Jason Heiss says, "Hey Piggy, are you left-handed? Because the guy on your loading screen is writing with his left." No, that unfortunately is a mistake. I'm not left-handed. I do jack off with my left hand though. That is a fact. Hungry and Hungover says, "I'm a bit hungover too. Last night was a blur." Yeah, that was a thing too. I'm pretty sure I got my penis touched in the pool, but that doesn't count. It's under false pretenses. Go on. I'm a few whiskeys currently, so go ahead, Piggy. Well, here's a problem when it comes to shots in general, right? Even if I'm given shooters, I sip because I like to enjoy the different flavors of either the whiskey or I'm a fan of Fireball. I like to mix it with Coke. Yeah, I know. I'm a low-class trash. But in this case, people encourage you to shoot it and they go, "Oh my God, no, hey, up and down." And then you fucking, bottoms up or whatever. Arriba, pa abajo, pa dentro, the whole Cuban shit or Latin American shit. And you kind of have to do it. So I'm there shooting just bottles of Fireball and tequila and then the little injections. Of course, because there are girls doing it. I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to go, "Ew. No, I'm not going to do that." So, you're going to try to play the role here. H Syndicate says, "If you're in the military, yeah." I don't know what you mean there. Is it socially acceptable to be a functioning alcoholic if you're in the military? See, it answers itself. Try turning off the stream and playing again. Sometimes I don't get audio on videos, but it always works for me. But it's definitely not on my end because I see myself. As a matter of fact, I'm peaking with my audio because I have it louder than normal. One more comment here. No, it's my headphones. All right, good. I'm glad you blamed yourself. Any fresh magic beef? I don't know. There has been some beef in terms of tricks and crediting, but that's too gay. It's too gay, so I'm not gonna get a part of that. If you know any magic beef, please let me know. I'm always interested, I guess, in having some sort of bit of content. I hate that I spilled all over my erasable notebook here. But the party was fun. The party was a hit. I'm almost tempted to have, we used to have end of the year parties that were just nuts. So by nuts, I mean we just drink. Nobody really does too much drugs. There were a couple cokies that did coke in my bathroom, which I wasn't a fan of. But I wasn't a fan of that because they were taking up the bathroom, which is annoying. Because 3 girls that go into the bathroom, you're doing coke. That's bothersome to me because I want to piss. And now you're taking up the bathroom to do coke. What? It's a house party. Relax. So when it comes to those, we had fun parties. But unfortunately, that house is now long vacated in terms of party. So we need to find a different venue. If you happen to be in Miami and know a place. So we have an action-packed episode, as usual. I should start with the voicemails. Maybe I should put them sporadically throughout the episode. So I'm going to start with one voicemail here. I'm not going to read through all of them or go through all of them, but I will go through some through the episode. This one is from Barry M.
Oh, yeah.
I think I recognize that particular one. Barry M. You know what? That was so shit that I'm going to play another one. And this one is from, I thought it said Jump Kill Yourself. But no, Jump Keys.
The best part of waking up is PigCake in my playlist.
Okay, that was one of these. You're going to get that. You're going to get 2 of them, as a matter of fact. That was pretty AIDS, I got to say. I'm regretting already allowing people to leave me voicemails, I guess. I really overestimated your creativity there. But so far, I'm not a fan. So far, definitely not a fan there. I just seen someone release a free app which does the same thing that Chronoforce does. I downloaded it and it works. I got to check that out. What's it called? There was one that I was tempted to get, but I don't want to spend $100 on an app. I think I just got a message from someone that wants to show me the green lemon or the green lemon products, which I actually should respond to. because they did look pretty interesting. Let me see who sent me that. It might have been an email. If you send me an email and I'm drinking, I'm sorry. All right, you're not gonna get a good response back. Somebody sent me an email in regards to that trick. Where did it go? Where was it? Fuck, I hope I didn't skip it, because I'm definitely interested in that. I just don't remember. Oh, Rob Charles sent me that. A friend of mine has it. Would you be interested to review his 2 products? Yeah, of course. I saw them and I was immediately intrigued. Anyways, someone linked it in the Magic Cafe thread. Well, let me know what it is. So this one, I guess, is the first topic that I wanted to get through. This is what you don't want to do in a party. We've come to the point in social media where there's a lot of fakery. There's a lot of fakeness. This is a thing that people do. It's so obnoxious. They're just there. Oh, hey, this is one that's been going around TikTok and Twitter. And this guy's been getting roasted up the ass. I can't leave the music, which is a shame because the music adds to it. Adds to the fucking virginity here. But I'm going to paint a scenario for you, right? Something that you've probably done, any one of you. So just go with this thought experiment for a second. You go to the bar. You meet up with your friends. You guys have a chat. You guys decide, hey, why don't we go outside and have a cigarette? All right, sounds like a good time. I don't particularly smoke cigarettes, but I'll go outside and indulge in conversation because that's the sort of talk that I like. And then one of your friends goes, hey, I got an idea. Why don't I record this? And everybody looks at him and goes, what are you, English cigarette? What are you, retard? What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you right now? That's what's going to happen. That's not the case here, clearly. So this is a video that I saw. Again, I'll play the music just lightly, but you could see what's happening here. Pints, chit-chat, and good people. Black people. All right. So pints, chit-chat, and good people. That's what this says. A little... Oh, fuck. Fuck! I'm getting douche chills already. So you can understand the music that's playing, but look at the vibe here. So we know this guy's the one that set up the... We know this is the guy that set up the camera, right? And here he's having a good time, and he's talking to his friends, and he's in the center of the frame. Let's have engaging conversation. Oh, we're just chatting. We're just chatting, guys. Why did you set up a camera to record yourself having idle conversation?
In that, it was done.
What was that? I don't know what that was. Why are you recording yourself having idle conversation with your group of friends? It's embarrassing. This is cringy. Why? You're setting up a camera, and then my favorite part is this one right over here, where he kind of has like a very forced, and he's checking himself out. He's always looking at himself on the camera to make sure that he's in frame. Ew. Ew. So obviously people have started making fun of him. Excellent. Oh, yeah. That's content. That is content. Thank you. This is exactly what it feels like. This is exactly what it is. He has a camera there. He's looking at himself. Oh, shit. Let me make sure I'm in frame. God. The actual comments here are also pretty tremendous because it's people agreeing, obviously. Chaps, don't worry about my phone. Just act cool. Boys, act like we're having an intellectual, deep conversation. Just ignore the phone, though. They're going to love this. One of the hardest watches of the year. Nightmare blunt rotation. That's 10 out of 10 comment. Why is everyone wearing a silly hat? I asked myself the same thing when I went to England. Why is everybody here wearing a silly fucking hat? You're not in Peaky Blinders. And a camera you awkwardly set up. There was one here that was crazy. That killed me, which is that backup must have been nuts. So when you put the camera and him backing up, that must have been just the craziest couple seconds. We're definitely having a real conversation. God, so cringe. People setting up their cameras. not everything needs to be recorded. All right, not everything needs to be a content. It doesn't all have to be something that needs to be placed on social media, especially idle conversation. If I recorded the conversations I've had with my friends, everybody would get fired and I would get arrested. That's the conversations that I would have. Ew. God, but I'm going to record myself in a pub, pints, just having a good time, a forced good time. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Sally? Sally was there? Oh, God, crazy. Oh, hey man, high five. Yeah. Ew, God, I got chills just thinking about it. We had a 3 minutes only, no gendered peeing sign on our bathroom door for parties. That's funny. I have a sign in my bathroom that says don't do coke in the bathroom, which is humorous. So I actually got that because of those girls that did coke, funny enough. But I have it in this bathroom, and there's a tiny ass apartment. It's funny because my friend's girlfriend the other day was asking, why do you, you invite 4 people to the house? You guys are just sitting in his, small apartment and just talking? She didn't understand that. Yeah, guys could be happy in an abyss. We could be happy anywhere. You see all these pictures on social media. All it takes for a man to be happy is a bed, a gun, and a television, and you're good to go. You're good to go. That's all you need. They don't understand that here, we could just be sitting here and talking mad shit. They don't seem to get that. But it seems like this guy wanted the world to see what his conversations look like. Ill. Ben Shapiro, you should have said walk after you said wait. That's funny. What I did do is that if they kept pressing it, which a couple did, thank God they were females did that and not dudes, because that's a little odd, right? When a guy's just poking you in the belly like I'm the Pillsbury Doughboy.
This is the neighborhood, and you are not welcome.
But what I was doing was I was screaming at them because I don't know if you're aware of this, but the button screams at you. So if you are pressing the button and you press it enough like I have, and it goes, wait. I have actually shown this on a previous video. It screams at you. I think I favorited it, as a matter of fact. Let's see if I could find it here and hope that I could actually find it. Oh, right here. Perfect. Okay. So this is what I'm talking about.
Wait, 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 wait.
Wait to cross University Avenue at Center Street.
Yeah, it just straight up screams at you. And I've done that. So that's what I was doing and screaming in their face, which was enjoyable. It's a nice time. Good joke. Good running gag. So have interactive costumes. I think that's the other one. Having interactive costumes. I saw somebody do they were a Canon camera. That was cool because the Canon camera worked. Let's go through here. Skip the prank VMS. Someone linked it. Already read that one. Android only. With that, looks like the tiniest mustache. Lol. What is your opinion on Gorlock the Destroyer? Gorlock is that grotesque person that keeps going on all these talk shows. I don't know. I don't have an opinion on Gorlock. If fat people are invisible to me. I remember my first mustache. Says random harder. That's exactly what it seems like they're talking about. You could tell that guy's a tool just by looking at him. Kermit the Knob. These are just top 10 comments here. Let's see here. Preach. There's one here. Toby. Sorry, I almost called you Tony because that's what you should be called. Tony says, I live in Birmingham. I'm allowed to wear a stupid hat. There was a very attractive girl on a TikTok that I saw that she was talking about least attractive accents, and I think she was from Newcastle, and everybody in the comments said she had a really disgusting accent, but I found it very attractive, and I found her very attractive, and she goes, Birmingham! I'm like, we say Birmingham. Just like Yorkshire, the amount of times I was bitched at for saying Yorkshire, which is the, I guess, correct phonetic pronunciation, is unbelievable. I said Yorkshire. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I said it the way it's supposed to be done. You guys lost the States on a 13-colony lead. All right? Shut up. I know that's not true, but it sounds funny. Go through here. The virginity is disgusting. But yeah, I saw that, and that just got me upset because what are you doing, man? And not everything needs to be recorded. Not everything needs to be content. As a matter of fact, here, is an Instagram influencer factory. So this right here is what it looks like in a dystopian present. I was going to say a dystopian future. This is a dystopian present that I saw. So we have what looks like to be, I said Instagram. This is an influencer factory, technically, where they just load up a bunch of cameras and record themselves for various channels. It sounds like one of these ordeals where maybe there's like a pimp, an overseeing company that just pays them a cut and promotes them. But this is hell. Look at that. They're all doing the same shit. Look at the lights. Oh. Here, same shit. Oh, generic content. It's just generic nothing. That's what's happening right now. Generic nothing dystopia content. And then people pay attention. So people are watching this shit. Who? Is this made for people with single-digit IQs? I don't understand. But it seems to be a thing enough to rent this massive space out, to paint it well. It's not like a shitty studio. This definitely looks like it's gotten some production value to it. What is this? This is the argument I got with Julius Dean in Blackpool, where it's like, you're making toilet content. You're making content for people that are pooping. Like, I don't like that. I want to put nuance in jokes. Now, some people are not going to understand nuance, but he's right. He's right. This is what people like. They're just watching this shit, mindlessly scrolling for a dopamine hit. Ew. So this is, I guess, the byproduct of that influencer culture of just everything is content. Let me record myself eating. Let me record myself doing this. There was one that I'm tempted to show, but it involves a person that is a transitioning individual. And I don't know if that's going to fare well. But the guy itself, or the female in this case, it's, I think, even if you happen to, you would also agree with me that this is a shitty cunt of a person, because they complain to the manager, they're complaining to the boss. It's just, you're recording yourself hoping that somebody misgenders you. I guess I'll show it. Fuck it. This looks like luxurious compared to the factories with tent camps under bridges. Well, I've seen the ones that they're on a street on a bridge, and they're just there like, hey, we're just here at a bridge, and there's like 100 of them lined up. Revolutionary War. Did you perform magic? No, but I've come to introduce myself as like, hey, what do you do? I do magic tricks online. And then they go, whoa, cool. Can you show me something? And I go, no, I'm way too hammered. Somebody asked me, do I have cards on me? And I gave them a whole speech. I'm like, do I have cards on me? Like, I carry playing cards in the hopes that somebody asks me to do a magic trick, because I'm hoping that the topic comes up in conversation. Is that what you just asked me? And he goes, yeah. And I go, no, I don't have cards. So I did not do any. Maybe this. I did this, and that got a laugh. They go, oh my God, you do it so well. And I'm like, yeah, imagine what else I do well with my fingers. Fuck. Influence traffickers, that's funny. Single-digit brain cells. Morons talking to morons. That's true. But that moron makes money, and that moron has, what do you call that? I guess a large, I don't care, really. But it's still lame that that's the majority of people. You assume that people are going to be like you, logical, level-headed, reasonable individuals. But no, the majority of people are toilet heads. They're there just mindlessly consuming content. And I find myself like that sometimes. And I have to snap myself out of it and go, hey, Piggy, stop. Stop it right now. Stop doom scrolling. I guess that's the term. But this is the other one. Just people recording themselves just unnecessarily. What? This is what I was referring to. This person's recording themselves in the hope that they get misgendered. And look at how many times they look at the camera. Ugh. God. So you're eating at a restaurant. You're already looking at you're recording yourself. So you've already set yourself up. And you're allowing these scenarios to take place for what? Internet clout?
It looks like he's having a nice feast.
She, her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all good.
But it was not all good.
I use she, her pronouns. I'm not sir.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, like it's like a knife in the heart. I did specifically ask ahead of time not to be called sir. Yeah, I'm just going to go.
Well, I'm glad I fucking paused there. But here at some point, the manager comes in. and complaints are made to the manager about the waiters, which is, so you're baiting people, and then now you're causing people to lose their jobs because they're just calling something out of formality. Is that what you're doing here? Is this really what you're spending your time with? See what I mean? See, objectively, this person is a cunt.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all good.
But it was not all good.
Let's see if we get to the point where, no, thank God it's not fucking playing. Thank the Lord Jesus of Nazareth. But why? Why are you doing this? Why are you subjecting these waiters just for clout on social media? You set up the phone there in the hopes that you could get misgendered so that now you could make a deal about it and say, oh, look, this is, woe is me. And you're baiting them and then putting it online. You're the one posting it. That's the crazy part. This influencer culture, they're the ones posting these things as if they're in the right, which is just ridiculous. I don't get it. But that seems to be the times we find ourselves in. And it's just unfortunate because you can't interact like humans anymore. People essentially interact based on just what they fucking want to perceive or want others to perceive them as. With fucking, it started with photos, to be honest. It started with the whole culture of social media and photography and trying to show this life that you have that you don't really have. Just impress others. We all take painful shits. So you don't need to impress other people. So, and then now it's because video is becoming more popular, short form video. Now people are just recording themselves and then getting professionally offended. This person is professionally offended. Let's see if it loaded. I don't even know why it's not playing anymore, but that is an honest blessing just because this is the self-indulgent. Let's see if I could.
Her.
I just want to get to the part where the fucking manager is called. And of course, thankfully, all right, never mind. I can't play that. It's not loading. But just why? Why are you doing that to this wait staff? Why are you in the hopes that for them to get fired? So your hope is that they get fired because they misgendered you, because you trapped them? And it's obvious from the first clip that it seems like they told the waiter, hey, what's going on here? The describe it for the camera. So there's a baiting aspect here. And it's gross. But again, that's influencer culture. And it seems more prevalent these days, especially with the youth. I have no hope for the youth. Let's go through here. The dopamine clickbait content is ruining society. What's this quick dopamine hit? Back in the day, you had to put effort. And I hate to say back in the day because, it's not really that long ago. But you'd have to put effort to get dopamine and to get reinforcement and serotonin pumped into you through, effort. The gloriousness of enjoying a beer after a long day, right? That. But now you're getting a constant stimulation and your attention span is zero. I recall somebody complaining over a YouTube video. I was, imagine watching an entire YouTube video. Imagine being somebody that you're so unable to pay attention to long form content like a YouTube video that you're complaining about long form content. How is that even possible? Now your content is limited. Your content consumption is limited to 3 seconds as you scroll. You doom scroll. Ew. Let's see. You have to start calling Germany Deutschland. Morons talking to morons. I made the mistake of watching food videos and the cooking videos, and the mindless content people recommend in my shorts feed is just showing people food and gets millions of views. That is true. They could be useful. I have found some useful recipes. Wrangler Star, which is one of these trad dudes that's showing stuff from the Forest Service. I enjoy watching that I found on YouTube Shorts. But the majority of it is mindless dribble. It's empty content. It's just designed for immediate stimulation and then to be discarded. Think of how dumb the average person is. Half the people are even dumber than that. George Carlin, who died too soon. I didn't like him before. I like him now that he's dead and all his quotes, and maybe I've grown older to that. Magic Buzz has a vomit emoji. I agree. People need to disinfect their phones frequently. They're covered in poop bacteria from toilet scrolling. Yeah, I've done that recently because I have piercings that I've just placed in my ear, and the last thing I want is to bring my shit-covered phone to my ear and gain some sort of bacteria from it. You're so skilled, I find it unbelievable you don't perform for people. It's the time and place, but I'm not gonna. It's a party. It's a party. There's loud music. I don't feel like it. That's the thing. If I felt like it, maybe. Maybe if I was really hammered and they had cards and there was, I don't know, like 3 girls going, oh my God, please show me a trick. I'd probably show you my best trick, which is commando doggy style. But I'm not going to, if I'm there drinking and having a good time, I'm not going to go in performance mode. I pretend to be a billionaire and I want to be identified, but the bank doesn't agree. Yeah, try to pay your bill by identifying as something. That dude wasn't misgendered. He was Mr. Gendered, says Corn Pop. 8 billion people with a 24-hour live stream. Now you're talking. That'd be nuts. We get to the point where it's everybody's an influencer, so nobody's an influencer. It's people with victim fantasies that need an excuse to be outraged. That's the thing, right? We're essentially wired to go hunt and gather, and we have all this energy that we have, and the work that we have is not sufficient to keep us entertained. So yeah, granted, some people do work ridiculous hours, and you're not really, I'm not saying to go and do that, but what I am saying is that we're overstimulated, and we have this weirdness in ourselves, this anxiety that just builds up from just empty time, and that doom scrolling is a solution to that. That somebody, a genius, that I guess discovered that TikTok format, really kind of took advantage of. But no, you are right for that. The victim fantasy is unbelievable, and everybody wants that. They want to have something. Because before, you had conflict, you had war, you had to go in and struggle to find stuff. Now, at least here, it's relatively easy, even if you're impoverished, to make something of yourself and find a job and do something. So we're lacking that. So we need to find a victimhood. We need to find something that we could attach ourselves to and be professionally offended. And it's gross. I guess that's what I was trying to say. That was a very long-winded way of saying that people just enjoy being offended and being a victim. TikTok dropped from the #1 watched app, even not even top 10, but I don't believe they dropped that low. Yeah, that's weird. Wrangler Star is great, but he's gone full conspiracy nuts since the Rona. Yeah, that is weird. I do love that about him, that before he's like, here's how to chop here's how to use an axe to get firewood, and he would show you how to do it. And he goes, here's how to use a BB to disable any vehicle. Here's where you could shoot a UN tactical helmet to disable it. I like that. I like that he's gone full nuts. But for him, I think it's logical with his beliefs, even though he's from Portland, which is kind of odd. I don't know if you're familiar with this guy, but he does a lot of tutorials for that. The other one that I saw here, I guess let's listen to a voicemail. Another voicemail here. This is David. David left a voicemail. Let's see what David has to say.
Hey, this is David. I heard that you got a hold of some of my patents this morning. I'm really going to need those back. If it helps, I do have something to trade with you for them. I have the first name of your father. So if you'd be interested in this trade, let me know.
Obviously, I don't know if you guys are as fanboying as I am, but that was David Copperfield. David Copperfield that just called me or left a voicemail. And obviously referencing to the video that I made showing how he's going to make the moon vanish. Although here's the thing, right? When I was making the thumbnail for the video, it's obviously clickbait. The patents aren't released. But I put a little projector there to make it realistic, to make people think that there's a projector and then hopefully click on the video and be disappointed. It didn't work. But I was thinking, what if they have like a reverse projector? Right? People would think, oh, he's just going to project it and then make it vanish or whatever. But no, what if you have like a reverse projector? And that's how he does it. So he manages to acquire, a fucking multi-million-dollar projector that projects stars on the moon and gives it a backdrop so that there's like the appearance of stars and shit. And that's how he does it. I don't know. It's a brain fart. But I was wondering how the fuck he's going to potentially make the moon vanish. Especially, or give the illusion for that in this social media age. It's very easy to make the Statue of Liberty vanish when you don't have 1,400 bitches surrounding it at any given time, just going, oh my God, look at that, Statue of Liberty, whoa. So let's see how that goes, but that's going to be very interesting. I should have mentioned that, by the way. David Copperfield's going to make a comeback back to, I believe, television, and he's going to make the moon vanish. So he's going to go full Despicable Me, I guess, and make the moon vanish. That was the lamest reference I've ever made in my entire life. Oh, God, a fucking like a little cartoon movie. However, I think it's going to be interesting. And more interesting, however, is the special. I think that's going to be interesting to me because Copperfield hasn't done a special in forever. So I'm wondering how they're going to pad the show. If they're going to have it with tricks that he's doing, because he seems like a zombie to me now. Before, he had some action, and it was so fucking hot with the rose. That's my favorite trick of all time, where he gets the rose, and he does it for that redhead, like, super hottie. The 90s hottie. I'm going to find this. I can't play the music, but the music is adds to it exponentially. It's Della by... I forgot the name of the guy, but it was in George of the Jungle. What a wonderful track. Floating Rose. Look at this fucking unbelievable piece of magic. The song, everything is timed perfectly. Oh, God. Every magician that does this, that's like obese and sweaty, wishes they look like this. So I can't really play that because he's playing music. But he picks just a beautiful redhead 90s perfection.
All right. I got this piece of tissue paper. I want you to unfold it, make sure it looks good to you.
Look at this.
Funny about it or phony about
Gosh. She's probably grotesque now.
it. Look okay? Because I'm going to do something right in the middle of the audience.
See, just the track. Fire. Everything is great. Especially this bit. He does the whole dancing paper ball. And then this right here is just immaculate. He makes the roast, which I've never gotten a roast to look that perfect, by the way. I don't know how this fucker did it and made it look that good using that technique. But let's see when he gets to this point over here where he actually makes, and with flash paper, nevertheless, which is very impressive. So he makes it disappear. And look at this immaculate. Took up the exact same location where it came. Everything's cleaned up. You got to get your face in there. Oh, and then goes in there for the smooch. Immaculate. That is dripping in fluids. Is David Copperfield there? And then now he's just got makeup that's pushing his face back. Every picture he takes looks the same. So I'm interested to see where that goes. I saw Kevin James perform this, just wonderful. Yeah, Kevin James, the person that originated it. But just seeing that was just top tier. That's 90s peaking. Let's see, probably a giant screen showing the moon hanging from drones. That's interesting. But I just don't know how he would the logistics of that, because if you're gonna, I mean, unless he does it for a select crew, but. From what I remembered with the vanishing Statue of Liberty, there was like a helicopter around. Kevin James, 90 was the last great decade you made it, Piggy. Well, 90s was 20 years ago, 23 years ago. So I always assume, oh, that's 10 years ago. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was 23 years ago. Actually, 24 years ago. So that's even lamer to remember. This is one that I guess I saw that people are also shitting on. This is a costume. I guess they're doing, I don't know which movie this is or which Disney movie. But let's see if you guys have the same problem with this video that other people have. I'm going to play it. I'm not going to tell you what the issue is. And I want you to let me know what you think the problem is.
Just smell the grass, the dirt, just like...
I can't play that. Let me know if you guys are able to see it. Okay, so no looking. I'm going to play the section that's relevant one more time. And I want you guys to guess, because I want to farm engagement. What is the problem with this video? What is the problem that people have? And if you already know, don't fucking pretend. All right, oh, is it this? Yeah, all right, we know. You've seen it. But I want generally, because I thought the same exact thing, and I saw this video without context. So I saw this on TikTok with no context provided, and I'm like, what? How the fuck? So one more time. Okay. So let's see if you guys have left answers, if the PigCake community is truly an interactive one. Let's see. Randall Harder says really slick. I guess you're talking about the Copperfield bit. He blinds his audience with lasers. Moon's gone. Yeah, so are the sights and sounds of, their site forevermore. Let's see. The 90s were my teenage years. I'm so old, right? I was a baby in the 90s. Soy Boy Can't Lift says Slatzer, the proprietor of PigCake. What do you call this? The fucking timestamps. Every time I read them, I die a little bit inside, just because I click on it and it's like, oh, Piggy finally makes an admission, and I click on it and it's like, I'm gay. So I appreciate you for doing that. Before I read that, Anthony, Randall Harder says he's too weak to pick her up. Well, there you go. That's the bit. That's the bit that people are having a problem with. That she is very skinny, I would say very attractive, and even him, he skinny, but he's not, not fit. And what is this? So everybody is giving him shit for not being able to pick her up. Same thing I thought. Is that bad of me? Am I becoming a douche? Am I becoming more of a douche? Can't pick her up. Can't pick her up. So I think that's what it is. Too weak to pick her up. So I found that very funny that it's one of those moments where I guess you realize you're part of the hive mind, because I just saw it without context. And then I see the comments and they're all reflecting my same sentiment. When the guy, how can he not pick her up? She's like 15 pounds. So that I found very interesting. Let's see what Anthony says here. Hey, Pancake, view from down here, buddy. Just wanted to let you know, brother, that I did a few tricks this Halloween to my kids. Made a card trick come out of a pumpkin and whatnot. Did you do anything fun? I got hammered extensively. I had my costume, as I mentioned earlier. My little costume here. Push for, wait. I showed that costume to somebody yesterday on the phone, and they complained that I don't sound the same. I think that's a little nitpicky. I thought it was just the way dudes are. That's funny. Can't pick her up. 105. Yeah, she's definitely not heavy at all. And he couldn't pick her up. So that I found interesting. Let me go through the voicemail here. This one is the water bottle that gets Piggy's girlfriend wet for him. That's who this message is from. That's top tier. That's top tier. I like that. I like that. If you're familiar, I like that style of humor. If you got my book, The View from Down Here, in it I have an interview with a table that was owned by a magician with a cocaine addiction. So I thought that was a really funny interview, and that's my type of humor right there. So that voicemail was from the water bottle that gets Piggy's girlfriend wet for him. So I appreciate that. Let's see what Rohan has to say.
Hey, Piggy, can you make me the co-author of your next book? Because it'll be funny. I'm not even going to get the book because I am poor, but it'll be humorous. Thanks.
That was loud, Rohan. That was very loud, I gotta say. And I don't know how you made it so loud. That's what I'm more impressed of. If you were eating the phone, is that what you were doing? I'm very curious as to find out how you got that voicemail so baked. I guess that's the best way to describe it. It was very baked, which again I appreciate. I appreciate that because I'm a fan of that. I laugh at dumb things. Let's see. No, you're just masculine. Don't be embarrassed. I would flex right now, but I'd probably pass out. There isn't a secret reason, like he's on chemo or AIDS. No. It's apparently he just couldn't pick her up, at least from what I saw. He threw out his back. Even if she was putting like downward force, you still weigh 90 pounds. You still weigh 100 pounds. You just pick her up. You could pick up anyone like that. I've seen little girls or pick up like massive dudes like this, like just like that, or pick them up like that without an issue. Obviously, you're gonna blow your back out at some point. Magic Buzz says a comment that I can't repeat because I'm on YouTube. But that individual could have picked her up. I believe it. That individual looked pretty big. 105, the guy or the girl? I think they're both. So it might actually make sense that he can't pick her up because he has to be like 130 at least. But that surprised me. That really surprised me. This is the one that's also going around. Actually, you know what? No. I'm going to go through the comments. The voicemails first. And then I'll get to the this particular one. This is by Andrew. Let's see what Andrew has to say.
Yeah, this show desperately needs some Hamas humor. So, Piggy, answer me this. Which hand do you wipe your ass with? That's right. Which hand do you wipe your ass with? Go ahead. Answer it out loud.
My right
Which
hand.
do you wipe your ass with?
My right hand.
That's funny. I wipe mine with toilet paper.
That's...
Ciao.
Was that a prank? Did you just fucking prank me? Did you just prank me? I don't like getting pranked, Andrew. Oh, boy. You're lucky you're there. And I'm here. Because if you were here... Ooh... I don't like these. I don't like these voicemails anymore, honestly. I thought they were like a fun addition. Maybe, hell, look, I'm gonna add a voicemail. I'm gonna add a new dimension to these live streams. No. Apparently, all I've done is that I've sat on the cake. I've sat on the cake instead of eating it. Fuck. I don't like how easily I fell for that. We also have another one here by Voodoo.
Big fucking tits!
Big fucking tits are voodoo. Big fucking tits are voodoo. Big fucking tits. I'm trying to remember if I saw big fucking tits yesterday. Well, you get in the pool and people are like, oh my God, nobody got into the pool wearing a bathing suit. So you see, some
big fucking tits.
That should be my ringtone. Is it? I have a question to ask, by the way. I'm 33 years old. I've mentioned this before. So if I, for example, if I have a voicemail, like you call me, and I start off like with elevator music, and I go, hey, you've reached PigCake. Sorry, I can't be right now. I'm probably doing some more important things. Why don't you leave yourself a voicemail and I might get back to you. And then it gets back to like the elevator music. Do you think that'll make me permanently unemployed? Do you think that'll make me permanently unemployed? As if I have that, for example, if I have that as my ringtone. Like when you call me, it's just...
big fucking tits!
Like that. And that just repeats over and over again. And that's my ringtone. So I don't know. I think I'm already permanently unemployable, which should be the name of a book. But... that's a great one. See, that's top tier comedy to me. That's top tier. Big fucking tits. Thank you for that reference. It makes me smile. It makes me giggle. As well as the voodoo. Voodoo! That makes me also smile for many reasons that have to do with my political views. I know a lot about you. Like why you're watching this ad. And it's specifically because... you've looked up magic tricks. Well, hey there, my name's PigCake, and I've been doing magic trick tutorials on YouTube for the better part of 6 years. And I'm here to tell you about the PigCake Magic Academy with over 1,200 videos already uploaded, designed to make you an expert magician. You get access to all the content the moment you sign up, and I'm uploading every single week. As a matter of fact, I uploaded a video today. Just look at that list of moves, tricks, ideas that you're gonna get access to the moment you sign up. It doesn't end. As a matter of fact, I could stop talking completely, and the list is still gonna keep going. Just look. So check it out, the PigCake Magic Academy. The link is going to be below. I go with you, but I'm stuck in this video. But I'll wait for you to go ahead and click it. Go ahead, you know you want to. Hi. What a great, look at the, what I wish is that I showed my face earlier in the channel. So there you could see the growth of Piggy, because I've changed exponentially since my former years of starting the channel, all the way back in 2016. 2016. That's embarrassing now, looking back on it, that I started doing my channel 2016 and attempted to do it full time since 2017. Maybe I should have more people following my shit at this point. But you know what? No, this is a PigCake community. This is the Gaberhood.
This is the Gaberhood, and you are not welcome.
All right? And you're not welcome here. It doesn't matter if I'm never going to get that golden play button or the silver play button. That shit's Chinese shit anyways. That's all China shit, baby. I don't need that. I got the PigCake community. All right, we're a strong, fortified group of small penis individuals, and you can't tell us what to do. All right. So I'm going to get into the last topic here that I have in my notes, which is this. This has been going around the webs, right? I'm going to give myself this for calling it the webs. What am I, a mentally ill virgin on 4chan in 2006? This got me irrationally upset. Now, there are different ways to see this. And I think what got me upset is the whole family is involved. So I guess I'll just let it speak for itself. But obviously somebody had let out, by the way, a bowl of full-size candy. So you know that they're fucking just the ones that are well off in the neighborhood. Full-size candy bars. It looks like Reese's Pieces, but both cups, not just one. That looks like a Crunch bar. And look at this bunch of fucking vultures. The whole family just come in there smiling. The older mom looks at the camera, looks at the fucking camera without a care in the world. God, what a fucking... And the kids... Look at that. The kids are just there also stealing. Oh, look, and then, oh, sad. Sad. You know they're going to sell that shit. This guy comes in, oh, any more there? Doesn't even have a costume. He's just there in his sweats. That piece of shit. Now, again, I don't care. It's candy, right? It's irrelevant. But this right here, my friends, is what we like to call the shopping cart dilemma, right? The shopping cart dilemma. What is that, Piggy? What is the shopping cart dilemma? It's a test that differentiates pricks from people that are at least well-minded and realize that they, in fact...
You know, we're living in a society...
So you're done with your groceries, you go to your car, you unload the cart, and you're left with a cart, an empty cart. What do? Do you take it back to its receptacle, or do you leave it there? If you leave it there, you're an asshole. You're a piece of shit. Now, granted, you're not doing anything bad. Somebody's job, they're paid to go outside and grab the carts and put them in. That's their job. They get the carts and they do it. That's what they're paid to do. However, doesn't mean that you're not a prick. You're a prick if you just leave it there. Because it could ding a car, it could wheel off, it could hit something. Now you're taking up an entire parking spot with a fucking cart. So it's a good test and a barometer as to how much of a prick you are. This is, I think, an even better way of testing that. Because you have what is a self-policing issue in society, right? You have this bowl of candy. Now, you are going by the merit system, the honor code. And you are hoping that each person abides by the rule that's probably in the sign. The sign right here. You can see right there. That probably says, please take one. Right? So you're left on your own judgment right here. You have a couple options. Are you going to take one candy, as you are allowed to do based on the rules of the person that has provided the candy? Are you going to take a couple bits of candy? Or are you going to steal the whole thing? And we could tell a lot about people based on the actions when presumably they're not being watched. Now, they know they're being watched, but there's nobody physically there, which makes a difference here. And you see they just come in like vultures, smiling, laughing. This bitch is not even in a costume. You have the fucking fat one here. Just, oh, I need it. And this is just a perfect example of a scumbag group of individuals teaching their kids no morals, no discipline, no self-control. You're not teaching them any values whatsoever. And you're going to grow up and you're going to teach these same values and you're going to instill that on your own kids, which I think is AIDS. And this is a perpetuating issue, I think, in society. And unfortunately, it seems like the security here, which is a camera, is not a deterrent. It's not a fucking deterrent. Because the matriarch here, this is what seems like the older woman, that seems like she's mothered all these fucking offspring. She's the one that's engaging in the worst because she's the one that comes in first. Look at that. So she comes in first and right off the bat starts grabbing a bunch and bringing it. Hey, put that in your bag. Put that in your bag. Hey, look, everyone. Candy for everyone. Not provided by me. not provided by me because this is the only way I could do things. Through technical, I mean, it's not theft. They're there. But you're a prick. This guy coming in just to check out one more time. You're a fucking waste. Ugh. So that's going around the internet. People are complaining, saying, wow, what a bunch of fucks, what a bunch of pricks. They're probably not neighbors. That's true. Some people are defending it too. Like, oh, what if they can't eat? That's not food, what they're getting. All right? They're not stealing food, buddy. They're stealing trash. That's why every time I see people complaining about groceries, don't get me wrong, grocery prices are disgustingly overinflated. But they should take a picture of their cart, and their cart is like Doritos, Cheetos. They got like Coke cans, and they got no nutrition. Twinkies. Wow, hey, the groceries have gone up. You didn't get groceries. You got a bunch of chemicals. You got Red 8. That's what you got. A bunch of Red 8. Adult teaching kids valuable lessons. I'm reading through the responses here. Shouldn't expect people to be honest, so don't do that for Halloween. No, that's not the way it works. And of course, fucking he, him. It's just ridiculous. And I don't know. I don't know what people have to say or think about that, but I can't imagine anybody would actually look at that has an IQ higher than 8 and think that that's a good thing, think that that's a valuable lesson that you are teaching those offspring. It's just lame. And unfortunately, the children are going to keep that going because that's what they've been taught. It's a shame, really. Let's see here. What's your favorite kind of potato chip? I like salt and vinegar, says Corn Pop. Which one should I put for that?
What kind of America is this? Yes, put it on Facebook.
That's great. Low-class humans, they're Mexicans as expected. I think, Corn Pop, aren't you Mexican? Every bar is faced. Or every bar is laced, right? That's the other one. My goodness, my mom fell prey to that a while ago, where she would say the bits of news that would spread around that were obviously like fake, like Facebook news. So she would go, oh, don't go to the fair because there's a gang initiation and they're stabbing people randomly. No, there wasn't. Watch the candy. They're putting razor blades and drugs in candy. Mom, nobody's giving drugs for free. All right, nobody's going to give out drugs for free, my dear. There's a video going around with a 5-year-old topping up someone's candy bowl. Yeah, I just saw that one here, as a matter of fact. Let's play that one. So there's a video that Slatzer is talking about, where there is a child. I don't trust any of these, to be honest. This could just be bait. Like, this could just be somebody going, hey, I got an idea for a video. But let's see this behavior here. So we have a little Dracula, maybe? Is that what it looks like? A prince? Doesn't have candy. They don't have any more candy. And they put candy. Oh boy. And look at his thing. He's full of candy. Oh, God, fuck. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of this other video where, and again, it could be viral trap, clickbait bullshit, but somebody goes, hey, free food if you need to take it, right? And they just have a sign and they have like powdered milk and things like that, cans of food. And you have some people just taking a can and just being, oh, there, whatever. And then you have, a group of 2 people and they come in there and they grab the whole thing and they're laughing about it. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Just... Again, we live in a society. There are unwritten rules. And, certain people are just not meant to live in with others, technically. I guess that's the best way to put it. Slatzer, as he said, from his little bag when he runs out so other kids can get candy. Yeah, we just showed that one. David Murphy, ruining the day for other kids. I detest these people. Ran into that shit at Target with Hot Wheels resellers grabbing all the good cars. I like to see kids come in. I'd see kids come in and never finding good stuff. That is true. Resellers and all these other ones. You know what's funny? I did see, and it might have been Mexican too, but that they were doing the violin scam where they're outside of the store playing the violin, supposedly. And it's very clear that it's a speaker playing it because the note is doing something that your hand isn't doing, and the whole family. So the way the scam works now is you have the person and you have like the family member and you have a little kid there, And the little kid's supposed to make you feel bad. And then the mom comes in and she's like, oh, we need money. We need money. Please give me money. I'm like, you bought a speaker system, a violin that apparently connects to the fucking speaker. You have a car that I see you unloading shit from. So what are you talking about? You came here in a car to scam people, you fuck. Like, there's no... It's Thanos. The Thanos should just take place. What goes around comes around. We live in a society.
You know, we're living in a society.
It's soda and Doritos, as I said earlier. With the my groceries are expensive, and you look and it's fucking just full of it's just full of. You're right, just Doritos, like Mountain Dew. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna feed my kids. I hope you're not feeding your kids that. Fuck. Aldi's is great, by the way. Aldi's is one of those places that I like, but I hate because the people that shop there are assholes. But everything's unnecessarily cheap. I question why that food is so cheap. Like, I got a bag of potatoes for like $4. Oranges, usually those mandarins are like $8 in Target, like $3, $2.60 at Aldi's. But unfortunately, that attracts Cubans, my people, that are they take up the entire aisle. There's 2 of them, but they manage to take up the entire aisle and don't let you cross because they're just there looking. Oh, mira, este está bueno. Mira, wow, este está bueno. Me gusta este. Wow, no, míralo. Lee la cosa entera. Míralo. Ay, la juventud. And they look at you like you're the asshole. So that happens a lot. As a North Korean prince, I approve. If there's action, it reminds me of back home when we throw breadcrumbs on the floor. I guess you're talking about the people grabbing the shit. I'm Appalachian American. Or Appalachian, I've heard people call them. I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't care about anything that takes place outside the confines of Miami, Florida. Manel says, sup, pigger? That's a little bit too aggressive, to be honest. Pigga is a soft R. You don't want to go with the full... you want to go for soft A, not a hard R. But that got me a little bit upset just because now you've taken that and you've given it to... potentially taken what could have been... a nice Halloween for other people. Although what I've noticed is, I don't know if this is just me making a correlation, but I think ever since 9/11, people don't do Halloween anymore. I noticed that the 9/11 the October after September 11th, there wasn't anybody doing costumes, and every other year became less and less and less. And of course, I lived in my mom's house. My mom's house is in a nice area, and people do that because nobody's gonna rob you there. Surprisingly, there has been some robberies, but I think it's just people that go through. And what's going on? Like, how there's nothing. There's no kids going around. It's barren now, which is a shame. Charlie Hewish says, yo, Charlie Hewish has seen me very hammered. I think I've told you many times, but I recall my first instance in Blackpool when I said we leave that club. And I go, no, I'm good. I'll figure out how to get back to the bar. I'll figure out how to get to the bar. And everybody left, and I'm there by myself. And I go, oh, shit. Maybe I should have left with them because I don't know where I'm going now. And try to take a taxi. And the taxis don't take card. What? I'm like, I'll pay you more. I'll pay you more money. Just take me to it's less than a mile away. He said no. So I ended up having to run down to find my hotel. Let's see. Magic Buzz drops a hard $13.99 in Canadian, which just makes me upset again. And he says, Pig is going to marry a nice Jewish girl in 10 years and look exactly like George Costanza. First of all, I'm glad I'm sitting down because there's nothing I want more in life than a nice Jewy princess. That's all I want in life is a nice, just like the nasal. I don't care. What's the one from Friends? Maggie, whatever her name was, that she's very Jewy. Also, Elaine, I guess, very Jewy from Seinfeld. The Nanny, Fran Drescher. Oh, Abby Shapiro. My goodness, what I love. A nice Jewish American princess. That's all I want in life. Honestly, that's all I want in life. I just want that. She's there like, hey, I made you some matzo balls, and I'm there eating the matzo balls. We're going to whatever. Although I don't want to get circumcised. I don't want to get circumcised. So that's the only problem. I'm a fool. I have the whole thing. You know, there's a whole community online of people that want to get...
You can stop at 5 or 6 stores or just one.
Pig is going to marry a nice Jewish girl and in 10 years look exactly like George Costanza.
Oh, sorry, I had to flex when that said it out loud, just because, yeah, that's all I want in life. A nice Jewish woman that I could call my, that or like a Japanese woman. Like, that she's making me rice balls. And she's like, oh, I made you rice balls. And I'm like, oh, fuck, am I going to just lay it into you right now? Let's see. Pepsi Addict says, a lot of haunts were canceled in 2001 or heavily toned down. I heard an anecdote of boomers saying they don't like haunts or even horror after 9/11. Yeah, I just feel like not. Thank you, my people, for ruining things forevermore to us. By the way, Magic Bus, thank you. I do appreciate you dropping some hot, speaking of Jewish, shekels on me. If it was, I should have that connected to some sort of like Adreno system, that whenever somebody throws money at me, I have like it hits me with something. Like, oh, hey, like I have like the baseball thing, the thing that you put a baseball in, and it just pegs me with an app or something. I think that'd be interesting, but probably too much work to implement. Charlie says, bro, you fucked it. You fucked it. They don't want to pay tax in Blackpool, cash only. Yeah, fuck you. It's like McDonald's when you go at 3 a.m, they go, cash only, the machine's down. No, it's not, you fuck. I know exactly what they're doing. They go, cash only. We had a slow night. We're just getting a bonus. Describe the perfect woman. Ambiguously ethnic. I like dark girls. So that, but like Jewy. Like a Jewy, ambiguously ethnic girl. Top tier piggy material. I've been told I like Indias, which is like a Spanish word for saying like darker girls. But not black girls. I don't like black girls. That's not racist. It's a preference. All right. I'm sure black girls don't like me, but I'm not a fan of them. But I do like darker girls. Like if you're dot or feather Indian, I'm on your side. I love all of you. And imagine if you're like a nice Jewy girl. Right here. Imagine this emoji. Imagine that emoji. I think that's the last voicemail, as a matter of fact, that we got was big fucking tits, which I'm going to play one more time.
Big fucking tits!
I'm going to save that one. You could delete them. I'm going to keep that one. So usually, I guess because you have a limited amount of storage, but you have pretty much infinite because 100 megabytes and each file is like 5 kilobytes. But I'm going to keep that one. I hope that there's a system here that lets me keep them. Yes, there is. Let's see if we have some other comments here. Is that all the topics that I went through? Yeah, so we had party, my costume, influencer, candy, weak boyfriend, voicemails, pub, guy at the pub. Oh, sorry, this just gets me just fucking. Charlie, I guess that you're here. You could kind of recognize this. This is going on, or this is something that I showed earlier, which is a guy he's getting clowned for recording himself in a pub or outside of a pub, and he's recording himself having like a good time. Just like, oh, we're just having a good time. Hey. Whoa, that was a really funny one. Oh, keeping himself in frame. Oh, God, fuck. That's the one thing I miss about England, though, is your pub culture. We don't have that here. We don't have anything close to that. And I think it's because our liquor is very expensive. So typically you don't have people buying rounds. Oh, what are you? Did you win the lotto? You bought rounds for people? All right. So typically that's something you don't see here. And pubs are all just, or as I guess we call them, bars. They're not pubs. You know, they're not places. They're full of, I'm going to say it, they're full of women. And I know that sometimes you want to see women and you want to go to a bar that has women, you know, so you get, hey, what's up? Do you like magic tricks? What's your sign? Do you want to shower? You know, whatever. But sometimes you just want to go to a bar and just want to drink a beer and relax. You just want to do one of those. And we don't have that. We have bars where it's like a bunch of that, a bunch of dudes trying to peacock. They're trying to pick up the chicks. They're like, hey, my name's Sagan. And it's, dude, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to see that. So I do miss that from England. He likes big booty Jewish Latinas. Oh my, if they're a Jewish Latina, I can't even. Right now I'm coming. I can't even stop it right now. That's what we in the business call the show. That's what we in the business call the show. If I get a Jewish Latina, but I don't think they like Arabs. To be honest, I don't think they like Arabs. And I have a lot of Arabic features, as I've noticed. Look at the nose. Take a look at this fucking nose, dude. That's a nose out of Hamas, let me tell you. That is I guess, Egyptian nose. But this is definitely not something that a beautiful Jewish princess would want in their life. Which is a shame. It's a shame because I would just do disgusting things to them. But that's the show, guys. Thank you for hanging around. I'm going to do another one tomorrow. I was very hungover this time, so I apologize for that. Even though I think I did pull together a good show, a lot of decent topics. But I will be here tomorrow, same time, Eastern, 6 p.m. Eastern time. So whatever time that is over there, wherever you are in irrelevancy land. But I think we had a great one. Some advice at the end of the video. We live in a society, my friends. We live in a society. Please act like such, right? We live surrounded by other people. You can't just be in there and assume that you're the only one. So, go to the side. Allow people to walk by. Come on, be better.
Be better. Be better.
I don't know how many times I have to say that. Listen to fucking Michelle Obama and Oprah. Oh, God, could you imagine that card? Let's vote for that one. Apart from that, Nancy Pelosi, insider trading. You guys already know. Nancy Pelosi, insider trading. Don't get distracted by her honkers. They're also old and saggy, so it doesn't count. She was kind of hot when she was younger. But not really anything to... Like, I'd throw her out of bed for eating cookies.
Big